Today, the Indian home interiors segment presents significant opportunities for businesses and stakeholders in the design and decor industry. Rapid urbanization and changing lifestyles have reshaped consumer preferences. Our Mavericks today are founders who promise to make this home interiors experience seamless and hassle-free. Can you give us the backstory of how it all started and what's it been like?
I had myself done a couple of houses over the last 4-5 years before I started HomeLane. And both the times I had gone to the unorganized segment because there was no choice. And I had had an underwhelming experience. It looks like there is a real consumer pain point here. If we can address it, then there's a large brand waiting to be built.
Post work at Amazon, I would come and spend time at the HomeLane office, just trying to understand. I distinctly remember Srikanth mentioning that, we have so many orders that we are booking. It's like orders like coming out through our ears and we are not being able to, we need to figure out a way to deliver it. That was the only time where I actually suspected that he's giving me some nonsense story, because which entrepreneur says in the first 6 months, 9 months that the orders are pouring in and we can't execute?
There were two distinct approaches. One was, there is a customer who's bought a new home. He needs flooring, painting, woodwork and false ceiling done. It will totally cost him 15 to 20 lakh rupees. Just take the whole order from him and try and execute as well as you can all of the above. The other approach was, pick and choose your battles. Pick what you want to do. More importantly, be clear of what you don't want to do.
This is not a business where there is significant repeat. You need to make money on the first order. The question was that, can you still be 25, can you still charge a 20-25% premium and be able to, deliver a great service and be profitable? The ground up approach, I think, was quite different. Go into the details, try and find every part of the value chain.
I was gifted this book actually by a friend of mine. The book is called Uncommon Service. It's authored by this lady called Frances Frey, HBS, I think marketing. She's a professor at marketing there. It says, no business in service delivery can be great at everything it does. For you to be great at something, the business necessarily needs to choose something to be bad at. To me, the one single piece where we needed to be great at was delivering predictability to the customer. We wanted to give customers predictable quality, predictable budget, which means you start at a budget, you end at the same budget, and most importantly, predictable timeline. So for being great at predictability, now we have to pick what you need to be bad at to be great at predictability.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, what was your choice?
Variety is the one thing that you needed to be bad at to be more predictable.
But moving to that catalog philosophy was not as easy as saying, okay, we have 1,000, let's move to 100. That really brought the engineering piece out of a design company. So while we are an interior design company, there is a lot of science and engineering that goes into building out a great interior design solution.
It's a very labor-intensive segment also. How did you guys survive during COVID? What was that time like?
During lockdown, we decided that we'll retrain we had about 600-800 designers then. Let's retrain all of them on doing virtual meetings. So in 1 week, we transitioned from first time lockdown to designing people's homes virtually. During the first wave, how much? We did about, on an average,
20 crores
a month. Without meeting a single human being physically.
And manufacturing was still happening, by the way. The problem was really the installer base, because Those are the folks who are soul. I mean, without them, all of this is very, very theoretical. Many of them actually did go back to their hometowns, but we were also able to retain quite a few of them. They were not on our rolls. They are on the rolls of the franchise partners.
So structurally, on the second piece, which was actually the labor, the carpenters piece, the way we had thought of this solution, even before COVID, was we need to decentralize this. Let's take Thane in Mumbai, right? The entrepreneur in Thane is best equipped to actually do the installation, not somebody sitting in a Bangalore doing centrally operating.
Absolutely.
So from the beginning, the model we had was a decentralized model. Let me again take you to manufacturing. We have about 5 or 6 factories which do 100% captive work only for HomeLane. COVID hit, I called all of them. For them, we made it very simple. We made it slab-based structures. They were people who were, let's assume, processing 4,000 boards a month. If we gave them 2,000, they will get a lot more per board for processing. If we gave them 3,000, a little bit lesser. If we gave them 4,000, then even more lesser. But they're guaranteed that they will get the top line at least, right? So they were happy. We saved about 7 crores a month in fixed costs because of the changes like this, what we did.
Give us an insight of what are some of the innovations that you've carried out from a technology perspective for HomeLane?
There are 3 broad areas that we look at from a technology standpoint. The first one is around acquisition. The second one is the design experience, because we are an interior design company. And the third one is the execution side, which is the entire manufacturing and installation side. We have a very interesting tool on our website. It's called a quote estimator. Most search keywords we figured that time were people who were looking for modular kitchen quote prices, modular wardrobe prices, etc. We can actually see the data coming in every day and figure out, hey, you know what? It looks like these are the properties where the handovers are happening. Because that's what you actually need. So A, we built that quote estimator, which has worked really well. The second one is the piece around design. The deepest moat for us has been spacecraft. Over the period of time, we started building out something called Spacecraft Pro, which now, at the click of a button from design, spits out all the information required by your cutting machines down at the factories. It creates reports for your installation teams, and it also creates all the instructions needed for your buying team to go and buy stuff, so the procurement teams. The second big one is from a site standpoint. About 2 years back, we actually acquired a company based in Delhi. So they came on board with a team of about 12 people, and they've been building out the AR, VR side of things for us, which you will start seeing not just from a customer experience standpoint, but from a site assessment standpoint.
2015 is when Sequoia came and invested. However, after that, there was a dip in the Net Promoter Scores, the NPS. Can you share that story of why that happened and what did that experience teach you?
We had started this business to make the journey better for the customer. But if we were delivering an NPS score of -27, then obviously we were not doing the job. That's when I really started thinking about the basic foundation itself. What are we trying to do here? Are we trying to do too many things? The question to be answered was whether one company, be it us or anybody else, was capable of delivering such a diverse type of combination of jobs in the house at the same time. The way to fix this is we need to find a point where you pick and choose services that you can actually scale. 6 months later, slowly but surely, we turned around. We did fewer orders in those 6 months. We deliberately slowed down growth. We reduced average order value, but we at least started delivering what we were promising to customers. Today, I'm proud to say that last quarter, our NPS was 71.
45 दिन में इंटीरियर्स कंप्लीट करके चाबी तेरे हाथ में देंगे.
HomeLane.com. टकाटक चकाचक.
Home decor or home itself has become a category like fashion. The market size for fit outs is supposed to be about 18 to 20 billion in India. I feel that it will at least grow at a CAGR of about 25% year on year. I am talking about the organized play. The whole market may grow at a smaller pace, but the market is moving from unorganized to organized also. So the organized will obviously grow at a much faster pace.
Right.
Also, if you see, Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities are going to join the party very soon. It has already started. We are already in 22 plus cities and we are seeing a very good offtake in even smaller cities.
What are 3 things that you will tell aspiring entrepreneurs to always keep in mind when they are building their businesses?
Ensure that the market you are going after is very, very large. Because even then, if you are a small success, but it's a very large market, you will at least be successful.
I feel that going wide early and then going deep quickly after that seems to have worked for most entrepreneurs who have actually done well. But soon figure out what is the one thing that you want to do and build for the next couple of years. You also want to make sure that the folks who are building alongside you, they are being able to see the big picture. So I think building that core team around you and making sure that you know at what phase you require what capabilities is important.
We have a few fun but insightful questions for you. You can say yes or no, or if you're undecided, you can say a maybe. Do you prioritize expanding quickly versus ensuring operational stability at HomeLane?
See, it depends on the age and stage of when we are. If you had asked this question maybe a few years ago, I would have probably been on the yes side. But right now, I mean, no VC is going to fund any company which is growing as fast as it may want to grow, but if it is not operationally stable or, in other words, profitable, then it's of no use. Given the current environment, profitability trumps growth.
And do you value product innovation versus process efficiency investments at HomeLane?
I feel that a well-designed product reduces the need to constantly tinker with processes and efficiency, while a very efficient process on a poorly designed product might require a lot more resources to be pushed in.
I have a maybe because I think it's a kind of a yin and yang, right? I mean, two sides of the same coin kind of a thing. Whatever we give to our customers is always a combination of product and service.
Have one of you been more hesitant to take risk compared to the other?
Yeah, maybe sometimes I feel I'm a little more conservative, sometimes.
I do think that when the rubber really hits the road and you need to make a decision on doing something which is a lot more risky with an opportunity to get there, I'm still getting there.
Have you ever had divergent views on the timing or necessity of seeking external funding for growth?
Tanuj always wants to keep raising money more.
Yeah,
I don't want to raise.
right. Really. That's true.
From inception to expansion to becoming a tech-driven platform, their relentless pursuit of excellence and innovation has propelled them to new heights. We hope this episode of Mavericks has offered valuable insights into how HomeLane is transforming living spaces across the country. For more such stories on technology, startups, and innovation, tune into Mavericks Season 3, powered by Airtel Business on YourStory.